Good evening, folks, and welcome back. I'm out on my stealth shelter wild camp this evening. I built this a couple of days ago, and as promised, I'm coming down here to spend the night. So without further ado, let's get inside. Hi there, I'm inside the shelter now. I've collected a few rocks in order to make a little sort of fire pit so that I can start cooking and get a little fire going. At the moment, temperature's not too bad. Skies are clear, so I'm anticipating the temperature's going to drop down to about -1 this evening. Right, let's get unpacked. On the way down to the shelter this evening, I was collecting a few of these rocks ready for the fire pit, and on the path I came across this horseshoe. So I suppose that's a sort of a good omen, I hope. Anyway, that's quite nice, and I'm going to hang that up tomorrow over the door somewhere. I bought locally produced vegetables, sort of thing that if you were on a Escape Evasion exercise that you might be able to find. You know, the odd potato or an onion. I'm just going to cut that up, put it into my frying pan. A selection of vegetables in here. I've got carrot, zucchini or courgette, flat parsley, some cabbage, a small piece of leek, and some of these Italian beans. I'm not sure what they are, what type of bean they are, so I'm going to throw those in. You didn't think you were going to get a cooking lesson, did you? And now I'm just going to add some water, a bit of curry powder and a piece of chicken. These are the chicken thighs. I'm just going to chuck it in whole. Got this medium curry powder, so I'm going to put that in. Now you have to put this in the oven at 180 degrees or 170 degrees fan assisted, gas mark 7. Right, in the meantime, while that's heating through, I think it's time to have a celebrationary beer, if you can call it a celebration. Don't really know why I said that, but a beer anyway. And so in Italy, I thought I would choose an Italian beer, and I've got this one, Birra Moretti. Sounds good. Cheers, everyone. Good. While the food is on, I thought we'd have a quick look at the luminosity of these various flashlights and torches that I showed you in the previous video. At the moment, I'm being lit by the Avidson LED projector light, which is really lighting up the place quite well. And that cost me about £20. The other lights that I showed you were the Lumo. This is the 360 Lumo Keyring light. So let's have a quick look at that. There it is, lit up, and it's projecting light in a 360 direction. And if I turn off the main projector lamp, you can see what it looks like on its own right. So now I'm just being lit up by the Lumo by itself, without any projection. And you know, I could definitely read. I could read a newspaper under this light, no worries at all. I think this is quite a good little purchase, £3.50, very good. And the next one on the list was this cheapy keyring. I don't think it's got a make particularly, it's just a little one from the Chinese shop, but it has the ability to light up in red. So if you want to be a little bit more tactical, the red light is very useful if you get caught out on your bike and you haven't got your normal bike lights with you. You could just clip that to the back of your rucksack. And equally, if you're a pedestrian walking along a dark lit road, then this is going to probably add a little bit of safety. But as I said, it's quite useful for tactical light. So if I turn off the main projector now, we'll just have a look at what that looks like. So that's it, projecting just red light. I would be able to read my watch by that, and I can see my hand, but obviously it's nowhere near as bright as if it was on the white light. And my head torch tonight is a rechargeable torch that I bought, again locally, just for about €12. And I'm pretty impressed with this one. Comes with a strap obviously for your head. It's rechargeable with a USB port, and it's got a nice simple operation of a single on-off button there. So if I turn off the light, we'll have a look at this one. There it is with just the head torch. So I think that head torch is pretty good as well. I'm quite pleased with that. And when I was out chopping the wood, easily enough light to be able to see what I'm doing. And there you have it, my 3 lights. I suppose as hunter-gatherers we learnt these skills of how to live off the land. It's a matter of life and death. I think modern man has forgotten quite a few of his skills. Doing this type of exercise is really quite therapeutic. It sort of reconnects you with nature, just shows you how comfortable modern living is. And yet once you've done it a couple of times, you find there's a pull and that you want to keep doing it. It's like something quite primal inside. Building a fire, building a bit of shelter, and then you realise that actually in order to do that you actually don't really need very much. You as an individual you don't need much, but you need the environment in which to be able to live. And it seems to me that we're just getting rid of that type of environment. You know, more and more the woods are being built on, and we're just becoming sort of more and more urban, which is really a bit disappointing. It's very disappointing. Anyway, enough of that bollocks. Let's get on with something nice to eat. Okay, I'm going to try this chicken curry. A little taste. Alright, tastes good. Potatoes are nice and soft. Don't think much of the pine needles that have dropped in from above. Carrots are good. Little bit of a little bit of added bark. Oh my god. Problem is that I knocked the roof. A whole load of the roof stuff fell into my stew like an idiot. Oh. Okay, yeah, it's alright. I'm liking that. Whoops, didn't chew that bit properly. So anyway, that's enough for tonight. I'm going to finish this, finish my beer, stoke the fire, get my head down, and I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for joining me so far, and tomorrow fucking twig, I don't remember putting that in the menu. Anyway, cheers, bye for now. I'll say bye for now anyway. I'm gonna eat this and you can watch a few other bits of the video before I actually get my head down. Yeah, anyway, cheers. Buona serata. Ciao ragazzi. Fucking twig. Righto folks, I'm in bed now. I'm in my sleeping bag. I've had my food and what time is it? Hang on. 10:30 at night. I've had my grub. Gonna get my head down now. I think, you know, it's a bit odd, isn't it? A middle-aged bloke decides to take himself out and go to sleep in a wood when he could quite easily just stay home. Just sent my brother a message on my mobile phone, and yeah, quite clearly he thinks I'm bonkers. So thanks very much, brother. I think you might be right. I can feel the temperature is dropping. I'm going to put a couple of little logs on this fire. Ho hum. Right, I'm going to get my head down and I'll see you in the morrow. So, good night, fair people. Ciao. Buonanotte. Good morning, folks. It's about 7:45 in the morning and I'm just looking at a lovely little bird outside. Right, I've got some water on for a nice cup of tea and the sun's not risen yet. It's still below the horizon. I slept reasonably well on the kit mat. I think that was quite a success. Did get a little bit cold on occasions. Woke up quite a bit last night. Chop a little bit more wood. Keep the fire going. Twining's breakfast tea. Nothing quite like a nice cup of tea in the morning. Jesus Christ. The sun is above the tree line now. There's not a cloud in the sky and I can feel the warmth of the sun on my face. It's lovely. Coldest part of my body at the moment are my toes. well, a young woman on a horse has just ridden past. She came down the path on the left and then came up, cut off the main path and then through the woods here. She got probably 8 to 10 meters away, I should say. She was riding on a diagonal away towards the east, and she didn't seem to recognize or spot me at all. So I'm hoping that that's a good sign of the camouflage and concealment of this shelter. Anyway, that's prompted me to pack everything up.
Perfect.
Right, well that's it folks. I've cleared out the shelter, made sure I've left nothing behind. The fire's completely doused. I've closed the door and I'm just finishing off disguising the entrance before leaving. Thanks very much to the shelter. Thanks very much to you. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next one, thanks for watching. There goes a couple of riders. Okay. So there you go folks. They were the riders.